Hello students, today I am going to explain about the preparation of nitric acid, which is the chapter 7C. If you read the book in the introductory part, nitric acid is mentioned as it is called as aqua fortis. Means another name of nitric acid is aqua fortis. Means hard water. Means it was recognized like that and it was given like that. Here is the setup of the laboratory preparation. Means I am going to explain laboratory preparation of nitric acid. This is the setup. This one is long tube-like structure you can see in this class. This is called a retort. This one is called a retort. Totally made up of glass. Even the here cork is not used. Cork is made up of rubber, so that is not used. That is also made up of glass. This is the round bottom glass as a receiver, so it is called the receiver. These are the two main important apparatus of this lab method. See here, all the apparatus used are made up of glass. All apparatus made up of glass only because of corrosive nature of acid. Nitric acid is highly corrosive. It can affect metals, rubber. Okay. So that is why these substances are not used in the preparation of nitric acid. So remember, all apparatus are made up of glass. If you talk about the reactants, two reactants mostly prefer potassium nitrate or sodium nitrate. So suppose if we take potassium nitrate and concentrate H2SO4. So this is actually a solution of a mixture of potassium nitrate or sodium nitrate and concentrate H2SO4. We take in the retort and then it is heated. We use Bunsen burner here also for heating the reaction mixture. So it is heated below 200 degrees Celsius. Just like situation of HCl, temperature condition is same below 200 degrees Celsius. Concentrate H2SO4 is also used here. But what we use is nitrate salt we use. Then reaction will take place and it gives HSO4 plus HNO3. It means the volume of the solution is taken in such a way that only one hydrogen should be replaced. That we get bisulfate salt, which is soluble salt, and that is below 200 degrees Celsius. This reaction will take place, and the product will be potassium bisulfate. In case of potassium nitrate, if you take sodium nitrate, then it will be sodium bisulfate. You can see in the figure, and nitric acid can be. So now the question which will be asked related to this lab method is first thing about this setup, that why is every apparatus is made up of glass, that I explained in the beginning of the video. One thing I want to tell you that this diagram will be not asked. Making of diagram is not in the syllabus of any compounds. Okay, but the question related with the diagram will be asked, that I am explaining the previous compounds also. Here, whatever acid is forming, nitric acid forms here, and the vapor of nitric acid comes through this one, and it is cooled with water. Water cooled. This glass is taken in such a way adjusted that water is running from the upper side, and from this side it is going outside. That's why the vapor which comes get dissolved. So we get nitric acid that contains the nitric acid, contains HNO3 in liquid form. We obtain nitric acid. Firstly, vapors forms here, and then that vapor gets condensed. Nitric acid vapor forms, and that gets condensed in liquid form. So question will be asked, why potassium and sodium nitrate is used. Why not ammonium nitrate is used? Because ammonium nitrate is explosive in nature and also it easily decomposed to produce nitrogen dioxide. So that's why ammonium nitrate is not used. Concentrated sulfuric acid is used. Why not HCl is used? Why not HNO3 is used? So reason is same as explained in HCl, that concentrated HCl, hydrochloric acid is volatile in nature. So that is why concentrated sulfuric acid is, which is non-volatile at this temperature. Temperature why it should be below 200 degrees Celsius? Because at this temperature, bisulfate salt will form, which will be soluble. Above 200 degrees Celsius, sulfate salt will form, means potassium sulfate will form, and that is insoluble and will make a hard crust in the flask, in this glass apparatus, which is not easily removed. So that is the reason why temperature should not go above 200 degrees Celsius. This is a simple thing. Already we have discussed in HCl. The concept is the same. How to prepare? Things you to know that what are the reactants and what are the products and what are the conditions used here. Dilute H2SO4 is not used because if you use dilute H2SO4, the water vapor will also come. Then the concentration of acid formed here will be very less. So that is why concentrated H2SO4 is used, that only the vapor of nitric acid should form. So this is about the laboratory preparation. Now when we get acid here after laboratory preparation, actually pure nitric acid is colorless. Remember, writing here, pure nitric acid H1O3 is colorless. But the acid formed from lab method, it is yellowish or brownish color. Means it has some kind of color inside that acid. So the reason is that because okay, so the reason is that nitric acid decomposes to form nitrogen dioxide. It decomposes and forms nitrogen dioxide, and because of this is reddish brown in color. When it condenses into the nitric acid in the round bottom flask, so that is the gas which impart color to the nitric acid, which is prepared from laboratory preparation. Okay. One more thing, when nitric acid is also stored, kept for longer time, that also produces some color. So that is also because of the same this gas which impart the color. So how can we remove this color? Two methods are there. Removal of yellow color is by two methods. Either by bubbling of air or carbon dioxide, or by diluting with water. Here means the color is because of nitrogen dioxide gas. When we bubble with air, then through air that gas nitrogen dioxide comes out and a nitric acid remains colorless. Or if we add water, then water can H2O reacts with NO2 and NO2 is soluble in water. So it will again change into nitric acid. So these are the two methods by which we can remove color of the nitric acid. Okay. Important points, please note down. So after laboratory process, next method is commercial method. means post-wall process of the preparation of nitric acid. Post-wall process is also explained in preparation of ammonia. Same reaction we have to use here, means ammonia when oxidizes in the presence of catalyst platinum at the temperature between 700 to 800 degrees Celsius, then it gives nitric oxide, water vapor, and heat is 21.5 kilocalorie heat is also liberated in this thermal value. Balancing is right 45 and 46. That number if you remember, then balancing is not a problem. Okay, so this is the actually reaction taking place in post-wall process. But this reaction does not complete in one step. In different steps, this preparation is done. And you can only, one more thing you can see that here only we get nitric oxide, not nitric acid in this first reaction. So the process is that in step 1, a mixture of air and ammonia means NH3 and oxygen, these are taken in ratio 1:10. Oxygen from air, yes, and that is sent into compression chamber. Compression chamber. Firstly, and these compressed air now sent into, that will be the step 2, sent into catalytic chamber. Catalytic chamber, where platinum gas is kept, and these gases are passing through that gas between this temperature. So reaction here, this reaction actually takes place in catalytic chamber, that is 4NH3 plus 5 catalyst platinum is there, and initially it is heated by using electric energy, means electrolytically it is heated. Once this reaction starts, heating is stopped. That is the important point of this post-wall process, that why it is stopped, because the reaction is exothermic in nature. So finally reaction will take place here, and we get nitric oxide. Now this nitric oxide next step, and that is the third step, is that nitric oxide is passed into oxidation chamber. So next is oxidation chamber. Oxidation chamber, where nitric oxide passed and the mixture of air is passed, and temperature should be less, 50 degrees Celsius. That is the temperature. Nitric oxide and oxygen. Here nitric oxide oxidizes into NO2, nitrogen dioxide. Okay. You can balance this one like this. So remember, temperature in catalytic chamber will be 700 to 800 degrees Celsius. Question will be asked that why it is initially heated and then it is stopped, because since in this conversion 21.5 kilocalorie energy is produced. Okay, so that is why kilocalorie. So it is exothermic. So whatever heat is produced, that is enough to continue this reaction. So here oxidation chamber, NO2 gas is means nitric oxide from this step converted to nitrogen dioxide, and then finally this nitrogen dioxide gas is sent into absorption tower. The next one is step 4, absorption tower. So in absorption tower like this. In this tower, quad is filled. Here, quad is filled. And from upper side, water is sprinkled. So water. And from lower side, NO2 gas will be passed. Okay, NO2 gas. So one question may be asked that actually what actually happened in that reaction, like in absorption tower reaction, that means 4 NO2 plus twice H2O plus O2 gives 4HNO3. That reaction takes place in absorption tower. So question will be asked that why in this absorption tower quad is used? Because quad is very hard substance. It can't be attacked by nitric acid which forms here. Second, it also lower the speed of the gas, that absorption should be smooth. So what happens, we come in contact with the acid and then finally here on the bottom of the tower nitric acid will be formed. So we can take outlet will be here on the bottom side and we can store nitric acid after absorption of nitrogen dioxide gas into water. So remember these 4 steps. First step, compression chamber, where a mixture of ammonia and air is compressed, and then this compressed mixture sent to the catalytic chamber. Catalytic chamber main reaction takes place, means formation of nitric oxide, and that is why it is called a small process. Main reaction is this. Once nitric oxide is formed, that is now sent for the oxidation in oxidation chamber. The reaction will take place at lower temperature. So temperature, remember here, it will be 50 degrees Celsius. That easily this can be formed because nitrogen dioxide at higher temperature can also break down. So that is why temperature should be less here. Now once nitrogen dioxide gas is formed, since it is soluble in water, so it is sent into the absorption tower, where this type of setup will be there in the tower. It is filled with quad. Quad is used because it is hard and can't be attacked by acid. Second, it lowers the flow of the nitrogen dioxide for better absorption. And then we get nitric acid. Nitric acid prepared by this wall process is only near about 68% pure. Nitric acid obtained in this process is near about 68% pure. Okay. Because you can see that here water is also used. So definitely good amount of water will be also with acid. So for the further concentration means in post-mort process, nitric acid is used, it is dilute acid, not 68%. Dilute acid. Dilute actually we get from nitric acid because we are absorbing nitrogen dioxide gas in water, so that is why water content will be more. So what we have to do, we have to concentrate. We can concentrate this acid if we use boiling method, by boiling. So by boiling we can only get 68% acid. More than this not possible. More concentration not possible by boiling water because of the reason you know, because of the formation of constant boiling mixture. Constant boiling mixture. Remember this. So what can you do if you get high concentration? That is why higher concentration of acid HNO3 is obtained by distillation process. non-volatile of concentrate H2SO4, only volatile HNO3, a vapor of this HNO3 form, which is condensed and we can get near about 98% concentrate HNO3. So once again I am summarizing that if you see that how this dilute HNO3 obtained from a small process is concentrated. So two methods are there. One, by boiling. By boiling we can get only 68% of concentrate nitric acid. Why? Because because of the formation of constant boiling mixture, a mixture which boils at concentrate temperature without changing its composition is called constant boiling mixture. It can't be concentrated more than this concentration. So what is the another option? So we can get higher concentration of nitric acid by distillation process. Remember, distillation is not done directly. Before distillation, concentrate sulfuric acid is added in this 68% of acid, which absorb water molecules, and when after heating we can get only a vapor of nitric acid, and then finally we can get 98% nitric acid. So this laboratory preparation and Ostwald process is over in this video. In next video I will explain properties of the nitric acid, and then chapter will be over. Please, if you have any kind of doubts after the watching this video, you can ask your doubts in WhatsApp. Thank you.